up the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
This season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
San Antonio again missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Now Howard. Shot clock at 6. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Ginobili comes in for Green, and it's Mills in for Tony Parker. And here's West for 3. San Antonio again missing. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I have talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent. Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Feeds it to Howard. West with the block. They retain possession. Ariza with the bucket.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Leonard, no luck.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
And stolen by Aldridge.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And that's one more key to their lead, guys. I mean, they're creating opportunities for each other and not the other team.
It's Harden with the drive. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Harden's got 27.
Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Unloads from 9. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Jones. Here's Ariza. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists in the game. Mills dishes to Aldridge. .133 left in the third. And the shot is good. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Spurs trail by 17. Mills with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And stolen by Ariza. Howard, the pass to Jones. Houston moving it around. And here's Ariza. He's got 11. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for your Rockets.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
The Spurs making a switch here. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for West. DL comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills. Ariza goes in. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. The first one falls.
Ariza. At the line.
Ariza hits them both. We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Parker kicks to Duncan. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Terrence Jones. The Spurs have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Harden with it. 27 points for him. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here's Harden. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot 1 more at the free throw line.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
I think the crowd is still stunned by that one.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge... Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Houston leading by 22. On the floor for San Antonio. Down low, it's the veterans Diaw and Duncan. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. And it's Leonard in the small forward position. And the call will be against Ty Lawson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Into the lineup for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge.
Parker drives in, and he makes good on the layup.
Tony Parker.
Parker's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Spurs. Pass to Jones. Lawson dishes to Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 34.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Parker passes to Green. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Ariza no luck. The Spurs shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Aldridge kicks to Duncan. It's deflected and stolen by Howard. Here's Ariza. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 16 points for Ariza.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Ariza's gone a terrific 6 of 8 shooting from the floor. Parker kicks to Green. Aldridge dishes to Green.
You know, you take a look at this group of Spurs and you wonder if they've peaked. I mean, it seems you say that a lot with this team, and they prove you wrong. What Popovich said last year, he feels it might actually be the case.
Both free throws good from Green. Houston leading by 22. It's Harden with the drive. Ariza with it. Picked up by Ginobili. And there's the call on Ginobili. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
San Antonio with the ball. Parker passes to Aldridge. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Jones, no luck. Spurs trail by 20. No good from Ginobili.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
Three-pointer, Lawson, and he gets it to go.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
It's stolen by Jones. The 15-footer. Here's Howard. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Leonard, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. I mean, their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
Ariza outside, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Tim Duncan picks one up.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
And the Spurs making a change here. West is checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Fredette, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And with the Rockets last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Harden. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
There's the pick. Kicks it out to Leonard. From 10 feet out, Ariza with the rebound.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
On the basket by Jones.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty.